Hi friends, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. In this video I'd be showing the joining of the satin or the silk piping and also the dori piping for creation of the designer blouses or kurtis and kameez. The outlining and highlighting the neckline is very important for designing any patterns that will elevate our designer patterns and give the stylish look. So let's quickly start. I'd be drafting the blouse with the length of 14 inches. Give the margin line. Mark the shoulder length of 6.5 inches with the neck width 3 inches. Mark the shoulder slope and connect to the neckline. Now mark the armhole length of 6.5 inches. Mark the quarter part of chest length, which is 9.5 inches. Also mark the seaming allowances 1.5 inches. Connect all the points with joining the line. Mark the midpoint of the armhole, which is 3/4 inches. Using this French curve to draw the curved line. Mark the waist length of 8.5 inches along with the seaming allowances 1.5 inches. Connect it parallelly to the chest line. I'd be marking the neck deep of 6 inches. This can be increased or decreased as per your requirement. Now mark 1 inch away from the neckline and 2 inches from the neck deep. Now I'd be marking simple U shape. This is how it looks. Also on the top marked line, I would be making U shape. Now start cutting on the marked lines. I'll be separating this neckline, so cut accordingly on the marked line. After cutting, the shape of the neckline would look like this. Now to this U shape, I would be joining the net. So for this project, I'd be using this raw silk and also the contrast color net. Now lay the draft pieces and cut accordingly using silk fabric for piping. Now place the draft pattern on the fold. Also give vertical seaming allowances and cut. I think you can clearly see the markings here. This is the actual shape of the neckline. Give the seaming allowances and cut accordingly. The shape of the neckline would look like this. Now I lay this blouse draft pattern on the fold towards wrong side. Mark and cut accordingly with the seaming allowances. Cut on the marked lines. The blouse pattern would look like this. I also trimmed the lining according to this measurement. Now lay right side of the blouse on the right side of the lining and start joining the neckline. Sew it on the marked line. Trim off the extras. And give the slits all around the neckline. Turn inside out, and to this neckline I'll be joining the dory piping. This is for the concealed raw edge neckline. I'll be joining the dory piping. Taking the bias strip of 1 inch, just sew it towards the open ends, joining the two raw edges. And I'd be using this cycle spoke. Turn inside out, pulling it from the casing. Now slowly hold the other end and pull it. This is how the broader dory would look. Now give the gentle press on this dory to make it flat. Using the silk fabric for the net piping, cut this fabric into bias. You can also use the satin for the net concealing and the piping. I've pressed on this dory and you can see the flattened dory. I've trimmed the bias of 1 inch and folded the raw edges in and also pressed it. You have to give the gentle pressing on this bias so that the raw edges will be settled properly and we can easily join to this net without stretching or skipping. It will help for easy joining to the neckline. Align the net neckline with the blouse, placing on the marked line like this. Sew it. Give the top stitch joining the net with the blouse. Concentrate on neat and fine finishing. This will give you the professional look. This is how the neckline would look. Now I'd be joining this silk bias, unfolding, placing on the right side. Start sewing on the first fold of the bias. You can clearly see here. Place the fold on the neckline and just sew on that fold. Do not stretch the silk bias, just sew it friendly. This is how it looks after joining. Now double fold this. You can see very thin piping around the neckline. This absolutely depends upon the bias strip width you have taken. Here I took 1 inch, so I am getting this much of it. See, now if you see here, I have double folded like this, folding raw edge and again give fold. Just press it gently on the neckline. This will help to get the piping with the equal length all around the neckline without stretching. Ensure you are not pressing the net because it will burn the net. You can see here the perfect shape of the neckline without any folds or wrinkles in a professional way. And you will not get any unequal length. See how well the neckline have been concealed. Now start sewing just on the piping. The thread line should be on the extreme end of the piping and ensure it should not come on the net. See how neatly the neckline have been concealed with this silk piping. As the silk fabric is a stretchy type of fabric, so it's better to press and do the piping. You'll get the fine and professional finishing. See the aligned inbuilt silk neckline to this net. Give the gentle press on this neckline, laying another fabric so that the seaming allowances will be settled in. And after pressing, the neckline would look like this. Now I'll show you how to align the dory piping to this neckline. Place the dory on the top stitch of the neckline like this and start sewing. Do not stretch or pull the underneath fabric, just sew it friendly. Also join another side dory piping. And I am done with the silk and the dory piping. I hope this video is useful to you. Any suggestions, recommendations, do write to me in the comment section. As I said, depending upon your bias length, you'll get the piping. If you take 3/4 inch of bias, you'll get the thin piping. Now I'll show you how to design this. Just using the kundans and pearls for embellishment. Using this Fevicryl fabric glue, leaving some equal gap, start sticking the pearls on this net. This way, with a simple neckline, we can give the designer look. And those who don't want to go for the skinny, this is the best option. Also sticking the pearls and kundans on the dory piping to elevate the net neckline. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do not forget to hit the like button for supporting and encouraging for more videos. And the final outcome, isn't it looking amazing? Try and share your wonderful experience. I'd love to see it. Subscribe and stay tuned to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. Also don't forget to click on the bell for future notifications. Follow me in my Instagram and Facebook for latest updates. Thank you so much for watching.